Guess what? War has changed. That's right. I've
Fucking
got the
war is
at
coming. Oh my
Russia.
god, damn.
I've got the at Russia. I have all the info ready. I have everything on Russia because I know, I know the emperor over here does not want to touch Russia the way I have. Because
It's
right
not that
now,
it's not that I
Russia is
don't want to touch.
pissed.
It's not that I don't want to touch Russia. Tell them what well, if you're anyone here, I'm using the PSN chat because I've been. I was like, okay, now it's my turn to take the YouTube hiatus, so I'm trying to focus on Twitch. But then Putin has to interrupt my Halo time. Oh, hey, Putin, this better be good.
Alright, everyone. Old Putin still thinks it's the era of older warfare, which is third and fourth generational warfare. He does not understand the concept of fifth generational warfare. I made a video on that, on the concept of fourth and fifth generational warfare and how that is. Now, we can also thank the Wallman for uprising a little bit because we took Putin was taking their money out of their OnlyFans.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know how I feel bad for, because yes, seriously, there is Russian people. There's even Russian people who have no part in this war. And get this, my beloved Jill Valentine, she wants nothing to do with this.
Oh no! What did they do to
Cause
Jill?
she's Russian. No, they didn't. They didn't do nothing to her. But remember, she's a Russian face model for Jill Valentine. She's the face model for Jill Valentine. Like the physical features and all that. Like, you know, obviously it's a separate voice actor that does it, but she is basically the fucking you know, she's the body, the face, everything.
Yep, she's the everything for it. Right now, I'm having to do a little bit of
And I love, and then goddamn, I love her. Just the way she looks. I mean, she's already Jill Valentine.
Now, already, one of the things that war has changed that Putin doesn't realize is we can screw you over with economics.
Exactly.
But the problem is, the economic strategy will not work if another superpower, China, gets involved in itself and decides to integrate their
Economy of money.
economy of money into it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Didn't we find out that China was backing off?
Not necessarily. Right now, they might be backing off just a little bit because of the
but here's the
fact
thing.
of now Taiwan's doing some prep work. But another thing, as you saw earlier, the states are already doing their wanting to do a little with Australia and I think EU a little bit outside the border on
Okay.
the Aussie front.
Oh, alright, I got you.
On their war game tactics, which if anybody in their right mind knows those ain't war game tactics, that's fucking
What are you
prepping.
telling? That's prep tech. That's tactical prep.
Now, here's the thing. Fifth generational warfare, like I just butted in and saying, is what we were technically using, which was pissing them off by turning their kids against them by, oh, I don't know, I think a TikToker doesn't like it when we take away their allowance.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what happened. Their currency got cut off. So now they're going to try to replace that currency with a different currency. And that ain't going to turn out so well. Because
Yeah.
Twitch even has to cut them off. Locals has to cut them off. Right now, Russia's economy is in shambles. It's trying to be replaced. China's trying to help them out by merging with their economy a little bit. But that'll be even harder. But that leads into Thucydides's trap. Now, here's the problem with not with Russia, but with whatchamacallit, that area.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of problem. Fuck, how do I place this without being too facetiously biased? But when am I not biased?
When it comes to politics, you have a right to be.
Well, the Fucity, they're in for a lot of trouble because I will tell you one way to destroy China. And I mean literally destroy them from an economic level to a societal level to send their ass all the way back to third world country.
Yeah.
And I mean like third world, like all their techno shit gone. It's called the Free Gorge Dam. If someone was to take a Namikaze drone, like, I don't know, hey Keith, like, you know, Ukraine just got, send that thing right at the Three Gorge Dam, it'll blow up. The water flow will go all the way around the entirety, almost the entirety of provinces of China. It'll wipe out all their capitals and everything. And that won't be us doing shit. That'd be Mother Nature. It'll wipe out the entirety of China's map. In a matter of 4 hours, their entire continent will be taken over by water.
That's true. I could put my tent back up. I have my hot box.
So, don't tell me that's not screwed up. Now, no one wants to do that because that's almost on the verge of mass genocide. But here's the thing,
Keo, off track. This is probably going to be very lighthearted for the dark political stream. But my mom found my weed tent, so I'll eventually have it hooked up in my room so I can hotbox in a hotbox in my own room.
What? You're gonna?
Yeah, I would smoke. Here's the thing. I bought a tent a couple years ago, and I would smoke inside the tent, and the fact that I would smoke inside the tent would make the high even higher.
I just got killed horribly by a turret.
You got killed by a turret, and I'm fighting aliens. We got our own set of problems.
Okay, but Three Gorge Dam, if that bitch was to blow up, and I've said that year back in 2020, you would send.
And you're playing Fallout on top of this.
I know. I mean, because they're threatening nukes. But here's the thing: people think when I say nukes, they think IBCMs, which is the missiles launching. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of the concept of a dirty bomb?
Oh, I know what a dirty bomb is. No shit.
What people don't realize is it'd be extremely simple to fuck over with nuclear tactics. I can give you one right now. Go into one of those nuclear power plants they have the guy dress up, he holds a fucking grenade, boom. You have a briefcase.
There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of ways.
A briefcase. I'm not joking. You can have a small atom, basically a weapon that's very small, and
just like the anthrax suitcases.
Yes, and it could be in that size, and then you shoot. I mean, you drop it, and it blows the fuck up.
It was just like, don't you remember? I don't know if you know about it. I think only my mom knows about it because she hasn't been around. But as the before 9/11 happened. Didn't they try to put suitcase bombs at the base of the tower? Oh shit, she immediately said, yep. Oh, it was a white van. Parking space.
Yeah, but Fallout 4, yeah. I'm using Fallout 4 as an example of the dystopia wasteland. What will happen is, if, you know, the world gets charred. Which...
Keo, there's ways to avoid them even being able to get loose with the fucking
Have you heard
nukes.
of the thermal? There's a type of now people don't realize that when we think of the warfare they're going to use, that the weapons that we see or we think we're going to see, what we see is 2 or 3 generations behind. Do you remember the movie with I believe it was Ice Cube? That was horrible. X movie.
Triple X State of the Union.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny?
That was
Years later, people actually like that.
I know, but let me just say this. Did you know that some of those weaponry in there were actual U.S. weaponry, but those were 3 or 4 generations behind? They said, oh yeah, you can use it. Not 4 generations, no, they were like 4 generations behind of what
4 generations behind of what their capabilities were. Because there's the thing.
Picture that techno already, but put it on steroids. Thank you, Saudi Arabia.
You said it best that fucking Russia is using warfare tactics that are generations behind. So that means, regardless of what they do, and even then, there's ways to disable a nuke before getting it off, because we have this little thing called EMP! You forgot about what fucking EMPs can do? It doesn't matter, like, Putin could say tomorrow, I'm gonna fire a nuke. All somebody's gotta do is launch an EMP code, and boom. Even though that would sacrifice our arsenal of nukes, or weapons, or bombs, that's a price to pay to make sure nobody has it. So that means...
But then you have to worry about the concept of the reactor problems. See, everything
that's
isn't
but it can be, but
EMPs
EMPs can be specific. Or you can
EMPs
upload
can
them to
be
specific.
Did you know Rocket Man, my uncle Kim Jong-un, has decided to test out his shit early?
Yeah, Kim Jong. Here's the thing. I don't see this boding well. Kim Jong Un would be the only. See, he knows not to fuck with us because
No, he can, because Biden, our current president, is very, 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 very weak, and that's what the problem is. We have a weak-willed president and a very messed up place right now. So it's like the perfect time to hit the U.S. with hot poke iron. I'm not even gonna get into the fact that it was clarified with, okay, can you add Conundrum?
he's already here. He's already in part of this group chat, so he could just jump in.
I don't think I added him by accident.
I saw. I'm looking right at it. He's here, or his name is part of it. Dark Malgus, or the Dark One. Oh, yeah, this is him. He's here. Well, he just has to jump in freely.
Okay.
Unless he said it didn't. He's not.
I don't think he's in there. Hi, Conundrum, how you doing? Also, another thing.
Hello, you.
There he is.
Horrible,
See?
Yeah, hello, you horrible ready-made meal cooker.
Hey, I don't have my own product of safe and ready meals. I'm not funded, so I make my own safe and ready
But
meals.
he parodies the shit.
Let me put it this way: you're gonna give people food poisoning.
I know. But here's the thing. I got a question. Do people don't realize this? Why is Biden moving away from freaking Saudi Arabia and trying to go to Iran for oil, which is stupid?
Yeah, I mean, see, that's another thing. Putin's going to he's leaving from Saudi Arabia. They're going to now Iran for oil. Like, why is it when it comes to oil, that place is always getting involved in fighting? This time it's not.
No, here's the
really
problem.
us doing
Iran
it.
is. Let's just say that Iran causes a lot of problems.
Iran has a lot of problems with their inability to disarm their nukes and their nuclear energy. But the Iranian oil fields are more plentiful than the Saudi Arabian oil fields because years and years we would go to Saudi Arabia for oil and it's getting tapped out.
Yeah. Now there's something Conundrum. Now that you're here, now I can get an opinion on this one. I was telling you a second ago that okay, we could like Putin and anybody that is threatening with a nuke, right? We have EMPs, and EMPs can be specific. I'm not talking about an EMP. Yeah, I know it can knock out nuclear reactors, which could be dangerous, but I'm talking about do it via like a cyberspace type thing, not an actual drop a device that could do that, because yes, that could backfire. But Putin doesn't seem to even worry about the fact of EMPs, which I'm surprised no one has brought that up yet. It's like, dude, you do as we could shut your bombs down from over here before you can get the chance
the
to
United
fire.
States isn't as powerful as people tend to think it is right now. I mean,
Baltimore, it's ally.
An EMP thing is, unless you know what to do with an EMP, basically tinfoil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Common household tinfoil. So an electromagnetic pulse can never go through anything with aluminum.
Also,
so,
I'd like to...
so what's to stop somebody if we launched an EMP? What's to stop me from filing my house with aluminum, like buying a good amount of aluminum foil and covering my house? That means my house would not be knocked out of power.
Thing is, it would protect it, but the thing is, what I have is a aluminum box with an aluminum lined safe with an emergency laptop, cell phone, already stored in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but who's to say they don't take away the net and stuff like that infrastructure? But there's loads better other ways. But then again, here's another thing. You've heard of I told John about
and
this
if you
type of weaponry.
if you said dirty bomb, I know what a dirty bomb is. It's usually John after he eats Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah,
no.
that's that
My ass is more than a dirty bomb if I have tacos. I put the fires of Mordor to shame if I go to the toilet.
Yeah, we don't want toilets to have to feel the sacrifices right now. But
I have
have you heard of those?
Meal.
You know of the types of grenades they make?
Oh yeah, frag grenades.
No, the ones that if you shoot. Basically, there's types now that if you let them loose, it will suck all the oxygen out of the air, and you'll die a very painful death.
No,
know
everybody,
about-
a dirty bomb is when my cat uses the litter.
Here's another one. The chaff grenade. One of the most deadliest grenades ever because it shuts down all your communications equipment for a while.
Yep. And people don't realize, like, here's the thing about the dirty bomb situation. You can put it in a suitcase, but the problem is, who drops it? Who's the one that dropped the nuke? See what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're carrying it there, and it's not traceable. It's not like you see the missile go off. No, you're carrying it like a fucking grenade. Who's the one that dropped it? Then everyone's pointing, doing the finger game.
Yep.
Another thing I pointed out was, what's to stop someone to going in one of the normal power plants we have that wants to go vigilante?
I know. I know about those.
I pointed somebody out. I said, "Do you realize with the press of a button?" And this was today's. Oh shit. Yeah. Sorry if you wanted to die by taking gravestones. You know, by today's standards, there's a lot of ways you can screw over anywhere. But also, one of the things that the states were doing, which they were doing, we were using Fifth, which we were pissing off the OnlyFans people by cutting off their ad revenue and the people in Twitch streamers, which is still messed up. Twitch, just pay them in Bitcoin.
The other thing I could say that's a deadly version of a grenade is the Halov grenade, which they use for fires. If you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Now,
and that's the type of gas. That's the type of gas that sucks the oxygen out.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. You just found the what I was trying to think of. You've heard of the antimatter ones, right? They're still developing antimatter grenades and shit. People think that's a joke. That's not a joke.
No, it's quite real, my friends.
I mean, why don't we tell them what kind of weaponry is available that... all right, you know, I just told John, I said, you remember, I'm not really big on the State of the Union XXX movie, but a lot of those high-tech weapons were already available. They had just given them to Hollywood, like, yeah, here's a few generations behind what we currently can do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I find something funny.
DARPA is making robotic soldiers, actually.
Okay, here's a question, conundrum. At what point do you consider us not already at war? Because NATO and we are already semi-supplying them with weapons. You know, in Ukraine. We are giving them weaponry and stuff. So that already means, isn't that by definition aiding them?
Yes, we are aiding them.
Wouldn't that be considered, by some people's definition, already engaged in it? Oh, we're just not there. We're technically indirectly engaged in it. This is another thing people aren't bringing up.
Because people are too dumb.
At what point do we consider this a world war, an actual war? I mean, and one of the things Putin doesn't realize is he's not doing so good on information-wise. He's doing good on the on-ground shit. Honestly, I give Ukraine credit. I didn't think they'd hold out this long. I thought it was going to be like 96 hours and then poop, it's taken over. You've held on for over 20 days. Let's just say this. Does anybody, if you looked at Vietnam, what was that movie We Were Soldiers? From the battle there? They had to hold that spot for what? 48 hours and that was a nightmare? Or 72 hours? They're holding this city area for 20 days.
Yeah.
That's already...
And not a lot of people know. The other thing about Russia... I'm going to be honest about Russia's army. Russia isn't like it's used to be years ago.
How it used to be. Yeah, you're right about that. Russia ain't the army it used to be. Like, the Spetsnaz are not the same as they used to be. The Spetsnaz were more deadly in the Cold War.
Especially when they were in dealing with Afghanistan at the time.
Yeah, that too.
Move on me.
All right, here's another thing. How much do you find it a little bit double standard with some stupid people nowadays that, oh, you preppers are crazy, but now people are buying the iodine shit like crazy when most of us...
It's funny how doomsday preppers are not as crazy as I thought we were.
Yeah, well, and here's another thing I gotta tell you this about the iodine. You don't need to buy that shit, people. You can already get it. It's called salt.
Or your own urine.
No, iodine can be replaced. The amount they're wanting is just a bag of salt. You can do that. You know, and then get some brick of
salt
banana.
is another way of cauterizing wounds. The other way is a good old-fashioned way. You take a stick, you take wrap some toilet paper around it, take a lighter, light it on fire, and stick it on your body.
Oh, everyone, I'm going to eat some good old pork and beans.
Nah, know what I usually get? Chef Boyardee.
I'm just playing Fallout here, and I just do some pork and beans.
Yeah.
That's why I was making fun of it.
That's the best ready-made meal, Chef Boyardee. It's already made in a can, and plus, you can actually buy MREs. Civilians can buy them.
Yeah. Also, we've got another problem that people aren't realizing. We're going to be having a massive food shortage soon. I gotta bring that up.
Yeah, we kind of are having a massive food shortage.
Did you know, the price of fertilizer to fertilize ground right now? I know some farmers that last year were paying to fertilize. It would be about $2,500. It's now almost over $8,000.
Yeah.
For fertilizer. That's bad, people.
Yeah. The other thing I know what you could do with fertilizer would get this stream taken down.
I know that, but I'm just referring to that's bad that people don't know. Without your fertilizer, they can't grow your food. Another thing we get from Ukraine that people don't know about this is we get a lot of wheat there. We grow corn. Okay, I'll tell you that much. We grow a shit ton of corn. But when it comes to a few other things, not so much. Like our wheat, we import some of that.
Yep.
And that's another problem. So that, I mean, we might not have to, I'm sorry government, you're gonna have to worry because angry people who can't get some food, that doesn't end so well.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Any idiot worth their salt who looks up history could go, oh well shit, this ain't gonna turn out so good. I mean, the Ukraine situation, and do you think cutting them off economically is going to be good? Yeah, but that means they could still side with China and change that. Have you heard Saudis wanting to change the U.S. dollar that they have there to the yuan dollar?
Yeah.
That's not good either, people. You might want to explain a little bit why there.
Because basically we're uprooting one system of money for another system of money. And when that happens, it's usually an economic crash due to the values of said money.
You gotta help me.
Monetary unit. It's what happened with the Russians when they went out of communism. They changed their money.
Hey there. Thank God
Which
you showed up when you did.
decreased the value of the
That thing was
ruble.
really gonna do it.
The ruble's already going down. That's already a bit of a problem in itself.
Yep.
I mean, am I like the only one who's a little bit worried over the situation? Because I can kind of see how horribly wrong this is gonna go.
I know how horrible it's going to go, based on the fact of I've been through when the wall went down. It's going to be just like when the wall went down again.
And what about the coup?
Okay, Conundrum, explain everyone the environment when the wall went down thanks to good old Reagan. And yes, I'm going to shit talk Reagan for a minute.
No, it was not Reagan who made the wall go down. Get it right, it was David Hasselhoff.
Oh shit, that's right, it was David the second worst president next to Biden. My bad.
Wait, Hasselhoff was a president?
Yes, John, there was a guy called that.
Oh, they're talking about
David,
the
I'm actually meaning the actual actor, David Hasselhoff. He was the reason why the wall went down.
Yeah, the Knight Rider. See, I know him as the Knight Rider.
Yep.
So explain people what that
I'm
crash
sorry,
was like.
everybody. The reason why Kyo doesn't know, I'll say it like I always say. He's Asian.
Exactly. Asian people aren't exactly the smartest school in the shed on certain things.
They aren't the smartest.
Really,
they
Keo?
aren't-
You're Asian and you're not smart? You're supposed to be able to do math.
Oh yeah, we could
And
do
this is-
math,
and-
but on certain things on other cultures, we aren't the smartest thing. Rocket Man.
Yeah, that's why your women always love us Americans, because we have the bigger penis.
I'm gonna deny there. The women always want to come to the Americans and suck them when they go over.
Seriously, Keo, why do we have more leeway with your women than you with your women?
I have no clue.
It's the only time when white people can feel black in front of Asian women.
Alright, can you tell them what it was like during the era that probably will happen when the crash happens? Conundrum.
You're gonna have fun, everybody, dealing with what I used to deal with. The fact of the matter was, you're gonna have things with propaganda. How bad the Russians, how bad each side is. One side, they're gonna say, I'm gonna put it the best way with the Cold War, with the American and Russian side. In America, we were always taught that the Russians were the worst people ever, and you're gonna have things like people who are sympathizers. It happened with Charlie Chaplin, everybody. That's the infamous MacArthur trials. McCarthy trials, if anybody knows what that is. If you do, Gold Star. Basically, the McCarthy trials was basically the fact of if you thought of something different that doesn't fit the norm, you would be labeled a commie. A communist.
Oh, great.
A precursor to cancel culture, everybody.
To quote Trump, communism sounds good, doesn't work.
And
Did you just quote Donald Trump?
And one of my favorite quotes is what I say is socialism is just communism dressed up with a nice suit and tie on.
Oh, yeah.
Sushi?
And as I was saying, the Russian side is going to have, back then, the Americans were the horrible people. They were evil capitalists. And with the Russians, with the American side, communism is evil and everything. You're going to have, back then, there even was old PSA video things where...
Oh, I used to see some of those. They would rerun those, believe it or not.
Oh, speaking of which, John,
Yeah.
I'll ask you a question because you told me something very interesting after Conundrum gets done speaking. Because you brought up a very scary point when it comes to the U.S. here. Keep it up, Conundrum.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, everybody. We're going to learn that evils of communism. Heck, knowing how radical this is going to be, I bet they're going to bring up the part of anybody who is an LGBT believes in what Vladimir Putin says, aka they are communist.
Okay, Keith was telling me, just said same thing happened with the conventional dollar in the 1700s. Yeah, that wasn't fun either.
Oh, yeah. You're actually, and it's almost like the good old-fashioned days with the Salem witch trials.
Alright, John, you told me something absolutely terrifying. Okay, for one, not all uncles do not do this, but you borrowed your niece's modern day textbook. What's in it?
Yeah, nothing. Like if you look at modern day high school textbooks, they tell you nothing. Like the textbooks alone. That's why they said the education system is getting more fucked up. They're literally wiping out. In the textbooks, it tells you nothing of not like any contributions that were made to basically our country. It's only viewed through the Caucasian perspective and not through everyone's perspectives.
Okay, could you tell us what all you saw in there? Because that was interesting.
The textbooks is now retyped it to where when you use the word slavery, it's considered immigration work.
Really? That's different from when I was in school.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it when you were in school, John? Because you're a little bit younger than me. What did your textbook say?
My textbook said this. I knew my textbooks were stupid. Why do you think I didn't learn a fucking thing until I got a hold of the internet and I learned myself?
No, but compared to her textbooks.
It's the same shit. And you forget I live in Florida.
You mean that the same textbook read the same crap that you read there?
Same shit, different cover art.
Oh. My 8th grade teacher was right. My generation will probably be the last good critical thinkers.
I'm gonna be honest. With them deleting all the history out of the textbook, I'm just gonna say one line my mom says. If you're gonna delete history, 9 times out of 10, you're doomed to repeat it.
And the funny shit is, when you look at the textbooks, and it talks about, let's say, Egyptian history, it's a fucking white guy in Egypt clothing.
Damn. They are really
Seriously.
portraying.
Even I'm not that freaking crazy. How does Ubisoft, with Assassin's Creed Origins, depict the skin color correctly?
But I'm gonna say this, but this is normal with schools because, in my opinion, the education system
Is shit.
is shit.
Hey, I was only gonna break that out because when John told me half the stuff was in there, I was like, that was so not in my textbooks when I was younger. I was like, so please tell me, like, I was like, no wonder schools are becoming indoctrination zones. Also, by the way, what is the college experience?
Back in the 60s, it was drugs. In the 70s, it was drugs and disco music. In the 80s, it was hookers and blow and unprotected sex. In the 90s, unprotected sex and sorority house massacres and rape. And finally, in the 2000s, third wave feminism. Yay.
Oh no, when you were in college. Not that. I'm asking, what is college when you were there? Because I'm going to do this. What was your college experience?
The thing is, I never went to college. I actually went to a technical school.
Okay, well, technical school, whatever. What was that kind of experience to you? Because I'm going to tell you mine, and mine will laugh.
It was a great experience, actually. It was not like the experience that most people would think.
Ah, shit, I got vaporized. Yeah, Columbus was no hero or saint either, but yeah, but I'm not even gonna go down the Columbus route.
Don't make me go down that route either, because in my opinion, Columbus was an idiot.
Let's just don't forget, he was ruled by a bitch. The college experience is, apart from getting stuck in debt and screwing you over there, that's one of them. To my opinion, I learned jack in college, other than party and sex. And that's the damn awful truth, everyone. It was party and sex.
And Keo didn't get either of them.
Actually, I got one too.
Oh, good.
That's why I say that was my experience in it. And then having to just spend like 2 hours of barely any sleep.
Yeah, I understand, Keo. I know you probably experimented in college.
Oh, shut it, Conundrum, when it comes to that. So I'm just saying, it doesn't surprise me that we're having problems with how they're taught and what they put in you in there.
Yeah, look at it now. The one college that had the day where all white people couldn't go to their classes. Does anybody remember that one, or am I too old? Or am I too old and sounding like one of those guys that say, "Hey kids, get off my lawn"?
No, that actually is a bit of a thing. You ain't wrong.
Columbus was a piece of. I would be honest. Columbus was a piece of shit. And an idiot because he didn't know.
You took orders from a bitch.
Yeah.
How is that bitch still alive?
Queen Elizabeth?
Yes.
She's Queen Elizabeth II, dingus.
But how is she still alive? She's like 100 and something now. You're older than our stupid president, and you're still... I don't know if you're sane or cohescent.
You know why? She's a Time Lord. Remember that.
No, they're doing the robo experiments on her. We must keep the queen alive. We must not have kings anymore.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense.
A lot of things would make sense in certain.
Yeah.
But the whole Russian thing is not I mean, it's gonna get bad. It's just gonna get bad because 4th and 5th generational warfare are already in play. The U.S. will probably get involved on ground warfare because the U.S. loves war. Am I the only person who just smacked their head on the desk when I heard Lindsey Graham say, "Kill Putin"?
No, I was another person who smacked his head on the ground.
I was like, because people, you don't get this. People may say that might be no, it's not. Because if he did, then people are going to backtrack it because today's the era, the modern era we live in, which is why I typed that in there. They're going to go, oh wait, an American senator decided to assassinate Putin by the people. Oh, he's evil. And we all know where that will go.
Not just that, Putin will hear that and he'll start attacking us.
He probably already has.
Yeah.
But he's a little bit busy right now with that war. I mean, you gotta have tunnel vision to focus on conquering a place.
And I think our best weapon against Putin is that woman who wants to give him the mommy milk.
Well, we already are turning like some of their daughters against them with like how they can't get paid for the Twitches, through Twitch. So yeah, that's already pissing a few people off of your regime. And one thing you don't want is angry people. But here's another thing. Wow, Raider scum is what that just said. Damn.
You know who I feel bad for? Actually, no fuckers.
You know what I feel bad for? Another thing is it's good. Is when the food shortages hit. Guess what, Putin? Oh, I bet you forgot this. To win wars, you need soldiers with full stomachs. Ukraine got some food still.
Yeah. And I personally don't think that the Russian soldier diet consisting of a turnip is going to be fulfilling.
No. Then you'll have what are called revolts.
Oh yeah.
Infighting and stuff.
Oh, don't you love revolts? Let them eat cake.
So, the days of how you could win wars like that, his era of what war used to be is not the same. And that's what makes everything so frustrating to me, is I'm like, oh my god, you know a little bit of it, but the Chinese are more adaptive of what it is, and at least the Koreans know how to do cyber warfare correctly.
Yeah.
I also...
Rush.
So, I mean, with that in place, what all do you think Russia's got for it? Because, yeah, they've got these sanctions, and yeah, if they win, but another thing we gotta worry about, I heard Taiwan got some, well, Taiwan's doing their thing right now a little bit.
Taiwan, huh?
Taiwan's gotta worry about China, but, I mean, it's so hard to explain this because the complexities of the situation. We gotta worry about imports of what we import, and a lot of other things.
And the thing is with Taiwan, unless we're being attacked by, and this is gonna sound horrible.
This is war. Talk it.
Yeah. Basically, we're just going to be attacked by underage children.
That is true. Currently, right now, one of the things horrible about this war is Ukraine is already drafting child soldiers. Can you hold a gun?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you fire said gun? Yes. Congratulations. You apply.
Congratulations. You are now cannon fodder.
But another thing is that I've talked to some women I know, and they're not happy about this. I told them, I was like, you do realize that you now are part of the draft. They're like, what? I was like, yeah, you qualify for the draft now. I was like, because they changed that because y'all rights. So now it's just not men that will get drafted, it's women. But I don't know if you have to be the, what it was to continue the bloodline applies to them.
Oh, yeah, there is that. Still, that rule is still in effect.
So that's something I was wondering. I was like, you can, they could get out of it if that still affects, because, women produce kids, so yeah, that's the your loophole. But that, I needed to know if that was still an effectable thing.
And the other loophole is if you suffer any type of mental illness, because you're at risk on the battlefield.
But here's the thing, they don't technically need you on the battlefield. If you have mental illness, you could be drafted and used as a cook.
That is true, but you still have to go through basic training.
Not entirely. I remember my dad really breaking it down for me. He said, because this is one of the things he was pissed about, because during the draft, during the Bush administration, you remember the Bush administration, everybody does. If you don't, you're lucky. In that generation.
Yeah,
He was considering it.
Oh yeah, Desert Storm.
No, Junior, with the Afghanistan invasion.
Ah, the Afghanistan war. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't want to remember that because of how messy the deploytation part was going to be.
Yeah, and still the extraction. It was another Vietnam type situation.
Yep, we lost. Bush did not listen to his militaristic advisors. They said when you invaded, you need to put this many out, and he said, "Fuck you, I'll do what I want," and it didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. America, ourselves, we are pretty fucked up because how do we give a day to a guy that's just basically, like, we celebrate Columbus Day, it's just a day of fucking people over.
Yeah.
We gave it, okay, if we're gonna give days to people fucking people over, how about we give each day to a woman's divorce lawyer?
Oh my god, there'd be so many days off because of that. It'd be ridiculous.
I know, there'd be so many days off.
Here's a good one. How about we give a day to EA?
EA already has a day. Every day. It's called microtransactions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, man.
Yeah. So
the only thing that Putin, I would be definitely afraid if Putin would do recruit people from Africa, because African soldiers.
China can do that. They've already been infrastructuring there, so they have their backing and stuff like that.
Motherfucker! They give me a pistol and expect me to fucking work with that.
Well, I'm playing Dead Island,
okay.
and what I have is a bunch of
thing. So
I'm
yeah,
playing Halo at
there's
the
like a
moment.
lot of things that are in effect, and like with the different forms of warfare, I'm amazed people haven't discussed that. Fourth and fifth, Putin likes using third, which is not the best warfare to constantly use, the dirty bomb situation, and all of the above. Because, now what do you think will happen when food shortages hit? Because that's going to happen this winter.
Basically, we might do the whole breadline thing.
Explain that, because, some of your family lived through the Great Depression, or, my dad...
My grandmother's still alive, and she's been through the Great Depression.
and she knows of the Food Line Assembly. Can you please explain to my audience how bad that will get?
Basically, it'll get to like the food lines will be short of food, and they'll close it off. You have to get there early and shit.
How does the food line work is what I'm trying to say.
Basically, it's a soup kitchen type style thing. You basically get a bowl. You bring a bowl with you, and you basically grab. You get some soup and a piece of bread. But you'll have to have a card to turn in first.
So like
like
Last
one
of
of
Us 2, like
Yeah.
when they had to
Yeah.
have the food stamp cards and they were
Yeah.
fighting over them. Are we talking like that situation?
It's
basically?
stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm asking Conundrum because
Oh,
we haven't
yeah.
lived
Oh,
to
yeah.
see this.
Yeah.
This
But he's
his-
right though.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to get some unique perspectives when it comes to what's going to come with food shortages, because people don't realize it. And yeah, some of the things you might want to spend now, like you might want to get, I don't know, bottled water. Now, I'm not saying go hoard it right now, because then that's being an asshole. You can get like 2 cases of bottled water, you know what I mean, 24 packs, the Sam's Choice ones, the knockoff ones, and that will hold a decent amount of water.
You know where people are not going to think to go? Let's say if there was an apocalyptic situation, people go for main supermarkets. You do realize animals drink the same water we do, but you never see people going to the fucking PetSmart getting gallons of water or the water bottles. It's not fucking special because it's for animals. They drink the same shit we do, but yeah, those places are always full.
John, see, this is why I want perspectives like this, because we need perspectives like this. When
Yeah, and
things-
here's another perspective. And you
Here's
know those
another-
foods? Oh, well, Conundrum, you might be on this. You might get where I'm going with this one. Animal, you know how they make foods that are to mimic human food for animals? All they do is give it a chemical that allows the animals to be able to ingest it. So
Yeah.
you see people going to the supermarkets when you could actually get the same thing that you're feeding to the animals, and it would still work for you as a human. You just have to cook it or fry it.
You want to hear something funny?
Take it from John. He's a Mexican. He knows about this.
Okay, I'm not gonna be by this. I don't know how this. You know what's pissed me off? I've looked around like, why are people grabbing this? And I'm seeing some other foods. I'm like, there's rows of Spam, full, and I'm like, people,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
do
I
you
love
not?
Spam. I buy that shit, and I have a case of it in my Doomsday kit.
Yeah, there's just tons, and I'm like, dude, this is non-perishable and it's cheap right now. It hasn't gone up.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Spam. I mean, Spam might be made of human body parts, but
And the other good shit is
Really,
and
John?
Keo
You
should
went
know,
with the human body
and
part?
Keo should know this one, and I'm surprised he doesn't have it in his emergency food shortage stuff. And I have like a big container of it. Is rice.
Oh yeah. Oh,
rice.
I should have put rice in there. My bad. The next promotion for safe and ready meals, I'll take lots of suggestions.
Keo, your forefathers would be dishonored by you.
Yes, Spam is delicious, Keith. The problem is people don't know how to cook it. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
non-perishable. You don't have to pay
Oh.
$1 zillion for what they're doing right now, because Spam you can buy really cheap.
You know how you could use to measure rice? Your middle finger.
Yeah.
You look like you're flicking someone off, but you're really flicking the pot upside down.
Yeah, the other good thing to get is from the dollar store. I mean, now the $1.25 store is Southgate beef stew.
Ooh, is that non-perishable too?
Oh yeah, it's in a can.
So I'm just trying to give people here some advice on foods they haven't bothered to think about that are damn easy to find, but they're like.
When's your next ready meals commercial?
And here's a real good way to make a ready meal. And I'm surprised Keo doesn't even think of this one, but Keo thinking that's a big assumption right there.
There are times I'm brain dead like a goldfish, so I'm not gonna
No,
argue.
no. There's sometimes you're more brain dead than a Canadian.
No, not that brain
Yeah,
dead.
no. At least Keo has structure to his brain.
But best source ever to cook a can of Chef Boyardee ready-made meatballs. Here you go. You get sterno, which is you can get at the dollar store, actually. You light the sterno up. Put the can upon the sterno, because believe it or not, sterno will still be around even though you're robbing it of oxygen. Instant meal right there, kiddies.
Alright, here's another one. Can you give, to help these poor souls which do not understand the concept of either communism or any of these other stuff that they think they understand, some points in how to help them during food shortages? Because food shortages are coming, people, whether you want to admit it or not, they are. Because
First and foremost, buy seeds. Vegetable seeds. It's very easy to buy them. Just get them at a dollar
Or just
store.
pop the seeds out of the vegetables you currently have.
Yeah, your fresh food.
Yeah, but the only problem is carrots, because carrots.
That's
need
true.
seed.
You need, yeah. Critical thinking.
And if you want to make some good old vodka, do the Bender approach. Potato.
Oh, did you hear about that? That was a dick move, Biden. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna call that out. Why are you banning the vodka?
Why are you... Oh, he's banning vodka? You know, Russians aren't the only ones that make vodka. See, this is what happens when you have a president that's past his bedtime. The old folks home can't seem to keep him under fucking control because they're like, where did Joe go? Oh shit, he's back at the White House playing president. Somebody go over there. Send the orderly to go get him.
They made it so, you know, that you can't import certain Russian, like, you know, I don't know, like their cigars or like, you know.
Alright, I got a better option for you.
Do you know what that sounds like to me?
Oh look,
Dave,
there's
or
vodka
not?
here. Even in the apocalypse of Fallout, I can still get some vodka.
Do you
I
know
got
what that
something-
sounds like, personally, to me, with the whole banning of Russian cigars? It sounds like
Cuba.
Yeah, Cuban cigars.
You know, all I gotta say about this is, how about this? Why doesn't Putin just send his all the male population, leave the women population, therefore when all the men are wiped out, we as Americans, we can rebuild a greater united Russia.
At least Putin promised to get rid of the furries.
Okay, look, if Putin gets rid of furries, then his death will be quicker.
But I
I
don't
already
get
said-
it.
And not slow.
I already told him, I was like, you want to get rid of Putin of natural causes, just send Kamala Harris there. I have a question.
Oh yeah. All you gotta do, if you want Putin to just die, yeah, send Kamala Harris. Her fucking Joker smile is enough to kill you.
No. If you want a real dirty bomb, just send Kamala Harris and tell her to spread her legs.
I thought that was Hillary Clinton. That was the living,
God,
the living
you have to
snoop.
remind me of that crazy bitch.
Well, I mean,
One of her quotes was,
Again,
we came, we went,
she's-
we bombed, we left.
oh yeah, trust me, when her husband was in the office, he came alright, but not on her. The very reason why he got kicked out of the office.
Yeah, because Hillary was butthurt. Because Hillary didn't like the fact she got cucked.
Now here's the funny part. You do realize, like, Kamala and Hillary have two very similarities. You know how a woman's been
They're both
trying to
creepy?
get into the... No, a woman tries to get into the presidency. And Hillary, though she tried to do it fairly, she still had too much dirt on her that would allow her to get into the office. So, what does Kamala do? Kamala's like, well, I'm a woman, I'm not gonna win this because I know I got dirt on me. I'm just gonna be the vice. Because then if something happens to the main president, I can easy ascension.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. That thing with Kamala Harris, I gotta give her credit. She may be a fucking... See you next Tuesday, but she knew what she was doing.
She at least had the one thing that Biden doesn't have. A plan.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We can say what we'll look. Trump talked a lot of shit. Trump insult people. Trump did this, Trump did that. But guess what? Russia wasn't doing all the stupid shit they were doing right now.
I'll give you one thing. One of the things Trump was, he was crazy.
Trump
By
was fucking crazy.
I mean like he was unpredictable.
And I think that's what Biden's
like
predictable. That's why no one's afraid of him.
Yeah,
No.
the thing is with Trump, I'll be honest. Trump spoke his mind. He was the common man.
Yeah,
But a lot of people in this era clutch their fucking pearls, and like,
oh no, the mean tweet!
yeah. Or he was just called Orange Man.
Dude, okay, the Orange Man thing was a bit of a meme, but that was because, like, the lighting did that, because, like, you know, his fake
The
tan.
lighting.
Let's just face it, it was that fake-ass tan that he would use that did that to him.
You remember the
Okay?
Trump dance?
Yeah, so I'm gonna flat out tell you, that was his fault.
When Trump won the presidential election, they played the one album. They played some of the music from the Wu-Tang Clan. From the album, that one album that's only one in existence.
And here's the thing, a lot of people don't see, I don't know, a lot of people seem to ignore this. They always try to say, oh, it was Republicans and white people that got him in office. No, the majority of the vote that got Trump into office was minority votes.
Yeah,
Now-
it was-
Spanish and Latins are the ones that got him in office.
What would you? Okay, I got a question. I'm looking at how your governor's running things, John.
And half the Republicans that turned on Trump.
Hey, I want to ask something. I saw how DeSantis in Florida is running things, like with certain policies and stuff. You think he'd
Yeah.
make a good candidate for presidency?
The only thing DeSantis has me for is DeSantis is trying to remove all LGBT stuff out of Disney, Universal. He's trying to make sure, he's like, we don't need to be teaching this shit to our kids in school. That is an adult thing. And I'm surprised how bad, like, he's trying to make Florida normal again. Trump tried to say make at least.
Florida normal? Didn't you see the guy masturbating at Starbucks?
I thought that was DSP.
No, at Starbucks. It was a Florida man. And I think nobody can make Florida normal because there's a whole bunch of Florida mans down there.
Okay, I'm just saying, when it comes to some of their protocols and stuff and stuff like that he's doing, I wonder if he'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean, because for one thing, economically, Florida was doing great during 2021 and lockdowns. Florida's one giant retirement home. Yeah, that's the truth.
Like Clown said, this is where old folks go after Florida.
Eh,
And I think Joe Biden should belong in Florida.
No, he goes to Delaware a lot. What's in Delaware?
oh,
Boredom.
what's in Delaware is boredom, cold, and death.
Boredom and you don't get taxed.
Hey, doesn't that mean he's doing tax evasion, the very thing he was accusing his rival of?
No. The thing is, Delaware is the only state that in the United
Yeah,
States.
neither does Florida. You know that, right? Florida doesn't do the same thing. No tax.
Yeah, that's why a lot of senior citizens rather go to Delaware or Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. We all know Biden belongs not in a senior citizen home.
I'm still no.
You
the
know
thing
it's
is,
bad
we all,
when other countries snub you on a phone call because they know you're probably sleeping.
it's funny that Joe Biden reminds me of the fucking Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, Joe Biden does remind me of the fucking Crypt Keeper from Tales of the
Oh
Crypt.
shit, I'm in a graveyard when you said that with ghouls.
God damn.
We've find stuff with you guys' timing in areas I pop in the post-apocalyptic world of Fallout. So can we admit the nukes will not happen the way we think that they're depicted in
I don't think they're
Hollywood?
gonna. Here's the thing. Even if they do happen, okay, I see only one being fired. Why? Because the moment one goes off, the person that fired it, everybody's gonna fire back at you and basically wipe you off the face of the earth. So
Yeah.
I think that's one thing Putin knows. Like he's like, oh, if I fire a nuke, everybody around me is gonna destroy me and fire me back.
Yeah.
So
That is-
he's in a lose-lose position. The only thing he can do is ground forces. You can only fight this war the traditional way, and if you start to lose, don't be a bitch and pull the nuke because that means you die regardless.
But what happens,
Yeah.
this is something I was talking to a friend about. I said, how old is Putin? Like, almost 70?
You realize all these people
No,
because
no,
Putin was,
John. I'm asking conundrum. How old is he? Almost
Yeah.
70 something now?
Yeah, he's like in his late 60s, early 70s.
Okay,
Wasn't
what
he a
happens
senator?
when you're that old? In Conundrum, no offense for calling you old or anything.
Yeah.
When you're, we've seen you know some old people. What happens when you're old and you've got nothing to lose?
You're willing to do anything.
Yep. And do you
Well,
think
there's
he'd
an
do
old
that
that's
shit?
that's the old saying. The most dangerous men are the ones who don't have anything left to lose.
And
But I
Putin's
won't be
in
surprised
like
if he
that.
has people. The thing about Putin, though, he doesn't realize that his own people could turn against him because his own
It doesn't matter, John.
citizens are
That's what you don't
fucking-
get. If you
yeah.
have nothing to lose and you have that kind of control,
Yeah. He's already a war criminal. He's been
But
deemed
the
a war
only,
criminal.
but the thing is, we still have one other person who was like that, and we all know what happened to him. He took the bitch way out by putting a bullet in his head in a bunker, and that was back in 1945.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hitler was the same way. He had everything. He had no man to lose. He could have almost went boom. He kills himself because he took the bitch way out. I see Putin like each of these people are gonna go out a bitch way out. They're not gonna go out the way because once they realize they got nothing, boom, they're done.
did you notice something? I'm noticing the Blues, the Democrats, are going a little bit crazy and trying to be very predictable. I think you're worried of the midterms, people. People, look at your midterms, please. Please, your primaries. If you hate your governor, get him out, because I'm getting Priskin out. I can't stand my governor.
And you know what the main problem with the government is? You have all these people who are old from that time. They're from that time that they of course would think this way and not evolve. So what's wrong with alternating people, having younger people in the fuck? Because it's either you're gonna give it up willingly or you're just gonna die of old age until. You know, what are you gonna accomplish? Like, I'm surprised Biden's still alive right now. Like, what do you plan to accomplish? You
Do
can't
you know
even...
something funny people don't remember? Oh, wait. I forgot to mention this. What do you think of that they verified the Hunter Ukraine thing?
The Hunter Ukraine?
Do you remember the laptop?
Oh yeah.
That was verified earlier this week, and I forgot to mention that causes a massive problem already. That can already trigger a war in itself, because if you were doing that, Biden, and if it is verified, that's considered a conflict of interests. That should, to avoid it, get you impeached.
Yeah.
I know, it's so easy to forget about that one little thing that happened this week, because the media wants it buried.
Of course the media wants it buried. That's media for...
Oh. So, yeah, hi Noctis. And hey Keith, I don't mean to ignore you. So, what do you think of that? Doesn't that immediately get him impeachable? I mean, they accuse Trump of this, but if he has pictures and he is the big man, I'm sorry, I remember the memes that were going around during that. If he is the big man and his family was embezzling, which they were during many of the wars, from his vice presidency and stuff, doesn't that, if you're Ukraine and your son and you were already doing business, that creates a conflict of interest, I believe. That's already probably treason to a media impeachment.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And since it's also been verified too, that would recommend him to be impeached. I'm not wrong, am I?
No, you're not. Because it also interfered with the election.
No, but regardless of the election, because I could give you a couple things, I'm referring to just him alone being with that.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
the laptop alone. We're gonna forget the election. The laptop alone.
Oh, the
implicates...
laptop. Yeah, the laptop itself would cause that. Because not only that, there's a lot of other damning evidence on that laptop.
Oh yeah, like the Burisma and stuff.
Like the like the underage foot massage.
Mm-hmm. He was being accused of being a groomer, and I'm not gonna go much further than that shit right now, because I don't want to go down that alley. We've already having a bunch of other internet problems with stuff like that, but yeah. There's a lot of implications that laptop, and since it was verified with just Hunter Biden alone, that causes, I believe, it's already falls under conflict of interest, because you're personally involved in Ukraine, for your deals. Oh shit, super mutant, run! I just got blasted. And so that's already a conflict of interest. That's already treason, because you're involved in the military stuff, if I believe that's what it said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, all this, buddy, firing squad. You're that from that era. They did use firing squad on treason.
No, but not exactly in the days of the American government, because firing squad back in my day, that's only in one certain prison.
Damn it, man! I was just thinking for treason. You know, militaristic treason. You get the firing
For
squad.
treason, now it would be the lethal injection at best.
Come on, I want something a little bit more.
Or they'll do the Saddam route.
Or you can do the old Sparky.
More likely it'll be a hanging.
Yeah, Japan still does that. That's their thing. So yeah, that's already a big problem there that people aren't bothering to think of. I mean, the implications alone, damn.
People thinking that's a first.
Yeah, critical thinking's gone out the window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, between dealing with this and fucking what was it? Quantum TV. I don't know what's worse.
Quantum
Oh,
TV.
did you hear? Yeah, Rich exposed that fucker.
Yeah, but guess what? He's trying to legally take Rich to court.
No, the thing is, all the homophobic tweets he made.
Yeah. But yeah, I know I'm dying like crazy right now, but I'm at this point. I'm just more paying attention to what we're talking about. So, how screwed do you think he is? With the laptop, what all could be implemented? I mean, that could put your entire family under treason alone.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny? People don't remember this. I do. Obama himself said, if you put Joe Biden in office, that'll be the biggest mistake you ever make. Obama!
Yeah, it's bad when Obama does that stuff.
No, he said that during the election. People
Yeah.
forget that. Oh my, yeah, that's right. You're in for the administration 2.0 with the gas prices and everything. It's like people want to block out 2008 and all that stuff that happened during those years. Which, I don't blame you, really.
True.
Oh, wait, who wants to remember those nightmarish hellscapes?
Oh yeah. True. It's basically not the stuff Obama said was fucking true, but do you think people would believe us? No.
No, because we're conspiratorialists.
And Conundrum, you know he's still going, right? He's done the one thing that no YouTuber has done in a long time. He's not doubled. He didn't triple. He beyond quadrupled.
Oh my
which
god.
Which sicked everybody on him.
Wait. He went full retard.
Yeah, he went full retard, and you never go full retard.
Never go full retard.
So the fact that he forced Rags to come back.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that bad.
Oh.
Where you brought the king of the gay doges.
Did he get the ire of a certain person? I shall
Keemstar.
not...
Oh, Fatanga already said that Keemstar is working on a video. Just don't know how long it'll be.
No. A certain other person you had issues with in the past.
Who, Bruce?
Yeah.
If he brings Bruce back, I swear, I'm gonna
Joe
fucking
create his own World War
embarrass
III.
Fucking, I'm gonna fucking burn Quantum TV to the ground.
John will create his own version of World War III.
You think there's a possibility of World War III because the fact that you just brought Rags and True Scottish Guy back from the dead, I will have my own World War III online.
That's what I meant. You'll have your 5th generation warfare World War III.
Yeah.
Hell, if he brings Bruce back, I will personally buy him a Bruce a beer for him to put him in his that wannabe Eddie Murphy in his place.
But so, what would you think? I was telling John of this conundrum. You know the Three Gorge Dam, right?
Three Gorge Dam?
That China has built that.
Oh
that Three Gorge
yeah.
Dam? Wouldn't that be a way to get rid of China right away? Because Mother Nature just takes its place back.
Yeah, because if you ever saw
That's
Superman, you ever saw Superman, you would understand.
I'm just saying, people would say, oh, that's mass genocide. Yeah, but technically we didn't drop a nuke or anything. We just let Mother Nature take...
Nature did its core. Exactly. That's actually fair.
Yeah.
And people get on about this environment.
It'll be like this. Nature did its course. All we did was just give it a little push.
You just basically put... It's like gravity. All it takes is a little push.
So
Like
with
madness.
that in mind, I mean, Free Gorge Dam in itself is its own nuke, because I watched a simulation type thing they had. It would wipe out almost every major city there. They would be back to it would be slamming the reset button.
Yeah.
And the thing is, people, the builder himself has said that thing's that walking biohazard. It's like a ticking time bomb. That thing can break any moment. And when it does, we're screwed.
Why do you think it was simulated in Battlefield 4?
So...
Nice job with those defenses.
Yeah.
I've got nothing else I need right now.
Because that was one of the key... Remember, that's actually... I don't know if you ever played Battlefield 4. Oh.
So yeah, Conundrum, isn't that like a way to get rid of it? Just like, you know, and people would be like, "Oh, that's one of the biggest excuses Biden could use," even though with his craziness, is go, "I'll just let Mother Nature take her shit back. I don't see what's wrong with that, people. I mean, I'm just following my Green New Deal."
Green. Yeah, that deal went all wet.
I'm just saying, I mean, there's so much shit that people are taking to look at. Just pisses me off.
People are stupid. Heck, if there is a draft, everybody would just... I wish we had a voting system that we can put people in war. You know, the vast majority would vote Quantum TV to go.
A vast majority would vote a lot of things to go.
I think Preston may want to chat
though. The thing is, if we're so short on troops, I could see they can implement this. They'll go to the prison systems and get prisoners.
That's actually something that's already involved.
John, explain the prison system, because your brother told us all about that when you were off.
The government already has a contract with prisoners. Let's say if there was a big, massive war event or a apocalyptic event where the bases, prisons would be used as bases, and if you had, let's say, what?
I'm just saying it'll be basically the real life version of the Suicide Squad.
Well, it's not just that. It's just here's the thing about the prisons. Like I said, the prisons would be used as a base because the military would station there. And if you had, let's say,
the breeding program.
If you were death row inmates or anybody that was sentenced to death, you will be court-martialed and shot by the military. But if you had stuff like maybe assault charges, drug charge, stuff that's very minor, you'll be drafted immediately into the forces to basically start filling out the vacancies of members. But yeah, so it's not like prisoners get to go free and all that. If you're a prisoner that's already having a sentence, or you could be on the verge of a sentence, you'll automatically be court-martialed. Oh, it also depends on your crime. Like, if you're a rapist, you're automatically going to get court-martialed and shot.
Damn. So tell us what all they can do, basically, with the prison system. That's actually something that I keep forgetting to bring up.
I'm saying that's basically it right there. They will enlist anybody that is not charged with that kind of degree, or if you're not, like I said, they will only hire people that have minor charges. They will induct people with minor charges or charges that just are not that don't go against human. Because it's not like you can take a rapist into the battle. Because think about it, how many enemy women soldiers or children prisoners you could get a hold of, you can't trust them.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to that's what they would try to prevent.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh my
like the.
fucking god, how many shots do you take, you bitch?
It'll be a Dirty Dozen situation because the deal they would make is it would shave off time off their sentence.
Faggot ass bitch, die!
Also, tell him what your brother said that the prison system basically is. It's legal what?
The prison system is it's legal slavery. Everybody knows that.
Well, explain him, because it was funny how your brother broke it down, what all he was saying. Because that was interesting.
Well, basically, the way the prison system works at that as well, when let's say this, you make money in the prison system, you would only make 25 cents a day doing work in there, doing the same job you could do in the outside world. And really only a day you'd be making $1 a day, and it doesn't even go to you. It goes to the guards to keep up their salary, as well as the salary they're already getting paid.
Ooh.
So that money doesn't go to the commissary either.
No, it doesn't.
Wow.
And what else does it do? Because this was a very interesting thing your brother was talking.
So let's say they will also constantly see, the thing is, and the sad part is, it's either you work hard or you get further charges added to you, or if you do work harder, they'll like keeping you and they'll continue to find ways to extend your sentence.
Yeah. I can see that.
If there's something Shawshank Redemption taught us, all prisons have dirty money.
Oh yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Yo, is my shield gonna be able to fucking recover? Goddamn.
So, China's that. Taiwan, if it was to be taken, would cause massive chip shortage. But the food one's always what everyone's not paying attention of, because the prices of fertilizer
Yeah.
have gone up, haven't they, Conundrum?
The chip shortages.
Oh yes.
Tell them how
Products
bad
have
of,
came up-
of that can be.
Oh yes, the food. What, the price hikes?
No, the fertilizer problem.
No, there's a lot of reasons why fertilizer went up in price. Thank you very much, Timothy McVeigh.
Thank you. Also, thank you very. Also, here's another question I got, Conundrum. Could opening?
If you probably
reopening the
don't know
key-
who Tim. I think the kiddies don't know who Timothy McVeigh is.
Oh, go ahead, tell them.
Timothy McVeigh made a fertilizer bomb that he used to blow up the FBI building.
I'm referring to planting fertilizer, not fertilizer in that method, Conundrum.
That's what he used. Planting fertilizer, actually.
I know, but it was
So
like,
planting fertilizer can be utilized in a bomb?
yes, but we're not going to go into that Terminator.
So let's
What?
not talk about that because we're just going to get Keo taken down. We don't want that.
I don't want it just yet. I'm going to wait till after
Yet.
Rags and the True Return and the Quantum thing. I want to see how the Quantum saga goes before you all do that to me.
Basically, the reason why fertilizer is going up because it's very useful in many aspects. Not just the way I told you, kiddies. Disregard that. But fertilizer is one of the things that people need for
Farming.
planting crops.
Yeah.
But we could also do the other way of fertilizing, and this one is the most disgusting way, but I know some countries actually do this. Human fertilizer.
Yep, I was about to say that. I was about to say human fertilizer. I was gonna say that, but you beat me to the punch. Damn it, Conundrum.
There's also another way to make fertilizer, and it's a way that my mom taught me, is you take, like, disregarded, garbage. Like
Or, Conundrum, if you want some free fertilizer, just shit in a bag.
John, it takes a while for that shit to work, believe it or not.
Nah, 9 times out of 10 I would light that on my ex's porch.
But, what? The U.S. doesn't grow more corn here than we do, other stuff. Wheat. We import wheat from Ukraine and other places. That causes a problem. So we have a bunch of corn, but we don't have enough wheat. So people, that means I'm only gonna get to have half of my Dr. Peppers. Damn, I just realized that. Fuck.
Dr. Pepper is an inferior drink, you pleb. Drink Mountain Dew.
Well, you won't get your Mountain Dew either,
Tell him,
Conundrum.
Conundrum. Dr. Pepper is for noobs.
Well, what happens when you can't get...
Dr. Pepper is for socialists and liberals and SJWs. Drink Mountain Dew.
Okay, here's a good question.
Good
What happens when you
conservative
can't get
drink.
a hold of it? What's gonna
You
happen?
can make actually, originally Mountain Dew was actually moonshine.
I know, but what's gonna happen when people can't get their... You know what I mean. That because of, the food shortages. Because they don't have the wheat to make it anymore.
There's ways, there's products that have starches in it, and all you need is starch.
I was gonna say, if you say all you need is love next, I am gonna die of laughter, but I just had
All
to
you
say
need is a little starch, and you can make it. Hell, John's brother knows how to make it. But it's not called Mountain Dew, it's called White Lightning, kiddies. John knows what I'm talking about.
So, also another thing is, well...
Toilet wine.
What else is gonna go wrong? I mean, there's so much that people aren't talking about that it's very sad. I think we've brought a lot of the key points. There's a treason.
Oh,
there's
hopefully it doesn't get to the World War II situation.
What be that? Everyone goes, this is the bad guy. Oh, wait.
No,
Were you here?
No, the scrap collecting.
Oh, nickel. We're already having problems with nickel.
The junk collecting, the nickel and diming.
No, the nickel's already having problems. We're already having problems with copper and nickel. I just saw that the other day.
The thing is with
Conundrum
that,
knows what I'm talking about. Nickel's used for a lot of stuff.
And the fact of instead of getting that nickel, you buy war bonds.
But they use nickels what I'm referring to is to make stuff in engineering.
Yeah.
Nickel is very vital, and we're having a shortage on that right now.
And they might reinstitute bonds again.
Oh my God! Oh, not bonds. I know all about that problem. That's gonna be a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Son of a bitch. That means I really can take $100 bills and start smacking my friends with them.
The thing is with bonds, that's how the comic book industry boomed with a lot of Captain America issues, because most of the kids didn't buy the issues, they used it for bonds.
Okay, alright, everyone. Conundrum, explain to people how bonds work. Because I know people don't, but I'm not gonna...
Basically, bonds grow in price over time. I actually... When I was first born, and this is 1979...
Thanks for helping us out with Trudy.
I had...
You did good.
My parents
Now,
got
let's talk
$1,000
business.
worth in bonds for me.
Let's see what you have. Now remember,
And another 1,000 for my grandparents, my aunts and uncles. And over time, I have like, if I cash in those bonds, I have like a six-figure, that would be 6 figures right there.
But what are they worth now?
They are worth, what they're worth now is like 600,000.
No, but the bond system itself, isn't it annoying? I was referring to the problems with it.
Yeah, the problems with it, because the main problems with the bond systems is basically you have to wait over time. If you cash that bond out soon, it's basically only a part of that. You get that money, but it's a one-time thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I've been sitting on my bonds for years.
But also, let's not forget one of the reasons why we're having savings problems is because Biden decided, or it was either one of them during the stimulus thing, people don't realize, to turn your savings accounts
Excuse
into
me.
checking accounts
Need some
overnight.
Yeah.
Just looking.
And that flooded the market ecosystem with too much money. And the money printing.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. The money printing is... Bonds are one of the most toughest things to understand. Once you understand it, it comes easier, but at the same time, it's still difficult to understand.
It's complex, and that's why I just went, because, like, I'm not explaining that. I will let somebody older than me explain that thing, because that is a nightmare. My dad tried to explain that to me one time when I was younger, and my head almost exploded.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you do that? He's like, shut up. It's like, I'm having trouble just... because our schools were teaching us about savings and bonds during the history times.
Yeah, that's the thing. The bond system. Oh my God, you're talking about something that is very hard to understand, but at the same time, if you understand it, you're set for fucking life.
But would you want that system re-implemented due to the amount of problems it has to be called? It's almost like an emergency type economic system.
It is an emergency economic system, and this is why I'm well off, because all I have to do is cash in my bonds.
No, but if they re-implemented it again, that's what I'm saying. That'd be bad. I mean, because people would be like, what? Someone like me who knows only basically understands the layman's term of it would be like, fuck.
And the other thing is, my bonds aren't even six figures. They went up. Do you know why? Inflation.
Yep. And that's also shredding the economy to a degree as well. People, I mean, also, there's another thing. Even if someone was to get back in office that could help lower inflation, you're going to have what's called mini inflation, where it's already happening, where to save money, when you buy a bag of family-sized chips, that bag is going to be full of air, but you're only going to only be half chips.
Yeah, not a lot of people understand that. Like, if you get a soft drink at a fast food place, you know what they do.
It's more water now than it is the actual drink.
No, they'll put ice in there.
Oh yeah, they're adding more ice.
You know what I always say to them? I don't want any ice.
But then they'll put just a little bit anyway.
No. I actually tell them no ice because it's already cold. And number two, I have a reason why. I have tooth damage, and really cold drinks really hurt my teeth.
Man, I wish I could use that excuse. I have tons of tooth damage.
You can use it. Or another way, you ask for the receipt, because 9 times out of 10 they think you're a secret shopper.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me put it this way. This is why sometimes it's great to be an old fuck, because I know all the ways to get out of it.
And that's one of the reasons why I wanted you on here when we're talking about this. You probably could give some good advice. And you probably already know where some of this shit's going anyway.
Yeah, Uncle Conundrum's advice for getting for everyday life from an old man.
No, he has better advice on how to make a safe and ready meal than I do.
Yeah, because I used to be a Boy Scout.
Now they don't even give people the pocket knife. That makes me sad.
Yeah, know what makes me sad? It's no longer the Boy Scouts.
Oh yeah, I wanted to block that part out of my memory too.
And that's bad. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. I'll tell you why. It's not fair for the girls against the boys, because I think the Boy Scouts is one of the biggest institutions ever that it should be all boys because it's good team problem solving. But the other thing is, and not a lot of people understand this, it's not the boys we have to be afraid of. It's the Scoutmasters.
Damn, that was one way to throw it under the bus.
Because the Scoutmasters, I hate to say this, they have power.
Conundrum nowadays. You want to know what happened to the Scoutmasters? They became Catholic priests.
Oh yeah.
We had to bring the Catholics in here.
That's funny as fuck.
No, they became friends with Joe Biden. Did you not see some of that shit he was saying? That's a little traumatize anybody.
It's bad enough that Joe Biden can't even remember his name.
I will never forget. It happened during Christmas. It was the most funniest Christmas present you could give me, Biden. When they were interviewing, he goes, "That's right, everyone. Let's go, Brandon." I'm like,
Yeah.
do you know that's a slang against you?
Yeah, that's the funniest thing, and the thing is, that's even funnier, is if you watch Memeology.
Oh God, he went ham on that.
But the only thing that's really pissing me off is Juicy Fruit got out.
Son of a bitch. I know. You know why? Because he was only eating ice shaves.
Ice shaves?
They were trying to basically get to force feed him.
Yeah, he didn't like ice shaves.
No, they were trying to feed him ice shaves because that's all they could feed him. Because he was trying to follow through with that. I'm not so. You know the called the Epstein threat, basically.
The Weinstein threat.
Weinstein, Epstein, Weinstein. God damn it! Why they gotta have that weird name?
Oh, you mean Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes.
No. Juicy Fruit didn't want to go into prison for one thing. He would have been the hottest girl on the block.
No, he wasn't going to go to prison. He was going to be in the jail cell system, and the thing, I know Illinois thing, because I was studying in if he was in jail, if he had been in jail longer than a year, then he would be in prison.
Oh.
So he was going to be in the safe area.
Yeah. Oh man, it's sad because I really wanted.
And I was like, okay, if you're going to play that card, then you should go to basically a mental health place, you know, like a psych ward for the next few days. That makes sense.
I'm surprised he didn't go to Camp Cupcake.
Or Weenie Hut Juniors.
That's where Jesse Smollett goes on a Tuesday night. That's his favorite gay club.
What about Weenie Hut General?
Oh yeah, there's that. I honestly think he should have not gotten out. He should have been thrown in like a psych ward.
Or the what's it called? The hole.
No, because then they do some kind of weird term to get him out. But now you know he's just gonna get recasted for that show he was on.
Yeah.
Rules for thee, but not for me, as they like to say.
Oh yeah.
Or as I like to say, the worst case of double standards.
Yeah. Because it's bad when Juicy Fruit got basically slap on the wrist.
Slap on the wrist? The judge roasted your ass.
No, basically he got out.
I know,
I feel sorry for the other guys who were with him. They're still in jail.
I know, but another thing I think why he was afraid why he got out was because he knew he was going to get...
You want to know what? You want to know how he got out of jail? Unfortunately, in our recent years, if you're Democrat, if you're BLM, if you're LGBTQ, you get a free pass. There's rules for thee, but not for me. That's how they.
I just said that. Damn it.
But I'm saying, I'm giving you the concept of all of them, because you got, unfortunately, here's like how.
like John's having issues on the other end.
Yeah. It fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
people. But here's the thing. I wonder if he was afraid of people that actually got arrested for hate crimes, because you just set their problems back 20 years, Jesse Smollett. I mean, could you just imagine that? Yeah, I'm almost. What?
And this is why I feel like with Juicy Fruit, he knew what was going to happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because all it takes is one of those prisoners to pay a guard off. Because because if he was still in there, let me put it this way, Juicy Fruit was famous on the outside, but when you're in jail, you're just a number.
Yep. You're prisoner number 69256.
The problem is when they found out what kind of accommodations he was gonna get, he really wasn't gonna be served. He was gonna be in prison, yeah, but he wasn't gonna be in general pop. He was gonna be in a cell akin to him on the other side of the prison, away from nobody, with his own way of showering, hygiene, and being able to be away from them when he eats food. So it's really not serving time, it's just boredom.
Yeah, but as I was saying, all it takes is one of the prisoners to pay a guard off.
Yeah.
And you know that does happen.
Oh yeah, how do you think Espine happened? Or Espine. I keep getting his damn name wrong, but you know who I'm talking about. Yes.
Epstein.
Yeah, you know how that happened. He knew too
the
much.
Epstein dream. It's called the Epstein dream.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, he should have been thrown in a state hospital.
Yeah.
Because the state hospital would have accommodated for his dumb ass.
Why? I would just treat him like everybody else.
I know it sounds unfair, but it would have been the better alternative, because he wouldn't be able to get away scot-free. And the thing is, with the state hospital system, you have to go in front of the board to be sane.
And here's the thing, another thing, if he was in the jail longer than 356 days, it's like I told John, he'd be automatically sent to actual prison.
Yeah. Yeah. 365 days, but he was in there for 5 months at least.
No, after sentencing. It's after sentencing.
Yeah, it'll be he was sentenced to 150 days in prison, in the jail.
Yep, but he didn't get like a year, so he wouldn't have had to worry about prison time.
Yeah, this is the, I'm gonna say this is a as they say for the cops who shot people, this is a miscarriage of justice. Because the guy put the state of Chicago.
State of Chicago. Oh God, dude, I hate Chicago.
The city of Chicago back money for investigation of this hoax.
Oh yeah. The people in Chicago were not happy. Well, what I'm talking about, not some people, everyone. I wasn't happy because you wasted my damn tax dollars, bitch. And this is coming from someone who lives in the southern part of Illinois.
Like, this is why.
Oh shit, Conundrum's thing bolted.
Beautiful. My designated weed smoking zone has been built back in my room.
Oh great. Conundrum voice thing went out for a little bit. I guess his internet connection. Unfortunately.
Halo! Woo!
Okay, what are you gonna do if he comes back thanks to this guy?
We're gonna be in what is called the Dark Days.
The Dark Days?
Because when they were, think of it like this. When Bruce and Rags are around, it's like Sauron and Saruman.
Just tell me you're joking.
No, I'm not joking. Even though they didn't work together fully,
back.
when someone would do something, the other person would immediately make a video to respond to it.
Oh, we hear you.
Oh yeah, as I was saying,
I don't hear 'em.
Now because my connection was lost.
Because
Now
I'm still talking, I don't
prisoners
hear
can
'em.
do what Jesse Smollett did to get out of their sentences.
No, that only works if you have the money.
True.
And you have the influence. I'd hate to tell you that, people, but it only works for those with money. Rules for thee, but not for me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I know, just look at the public school system.
Oh, Jesus, don't get me
yeah.
started on the public school system.
I mean, come on. Do you know how Germans used to teach World War II after it happened? They treated it as, oh, there was a fair peace treaty. When that didn't even fucking, they'd say the U.S. and them, we had a fair peace treaty. No,
Oh,
the
wait.
fucking Russians were in your ass.
I meant to ask Conundrum this. At what point do you consider it being war? Because I told John this earlier. I said, some places are already supplying, you know, Ukraine with weapons. So, and troops. So at what point is this not considered a war? Conundrum?
We're in a Cold War, Part 2.
No, it's slowly turning into a hot war.
A hot war.
Hot war means they go straight to kinetic warfare. Kinetic warfare is guns.
I thought we were already in kinetic warfare, but
No, not in the States. We are
I think
supplying them.
I think it's considered war if we as a country get involved.
Well, we already semi-are, that's what I was saying.
yeah, but Putin's also following that fucking saying for himself. He's the embodiment of rules for thee, but not for me. You guys have to follow the rules of war. I don't. I will do it my own. So I was like, no, bitch, that means you can't fight the war fairly. You can't beat us on your own volition. Because the only thing Russia has is the size of their country. But they don't have the troops to match that size.
But here's another thing
Yeah.
people don't realize. Did you know Russia's only 50 miles away from the United States?
Yeah, because of the Bering Strait.
Yep.
God damn it, Theo, you made me remind myself of my own of history.
Hey!
No, I'm proud of you.
I'm reminding that if it wasn't for Alaska being part of it, we wouldn't have that problem. It connects because of Alaska.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Literally,
Canada.
Blame Canada. Blame
actually the
Canada.
As much as we are memeing on that, that's actually the truth. The only reason that would be considered through that is because of Canada and that sea.
Got it.
Gaspar.
And I'm not trying to throw shade at Canadians at all when I say that, you know what I mean? It's just
I know.
a geographical
Me either.
truth.
Me
No
either.
shades at any Canadians, we all know. It's just
We all know
damn
and
geography.
Yeah, no offense, Terrence and Phillip.
No offense, Scott McNeil.
Oh, I was on the, oh, we killed each other.
No offense, Queef sisters. God, those thugs sound like a dude just busted a nut already.
So, exactly, would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, how screwed do you think we are?
We're not totally screwed.
Not with war, not with
You know what?
war, but I'm referring to with food system, food shortage, inflation, which we have talked about how it decreases the dollar value. By the way, if the Saudis do take up the deal with the Chinese and changing the petrodollar to the their wound currency, that devolves the money currency further.
I don't think we're not as screwed back in the 1920s.
So
I got something for that day. Conundrum, are you familiar with the gun shop owner called Andy?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm glad you know where I'm coming from. From the words of Andy the gun shop owner, we survive. It's what we do. We survived the fucking Romans, we survived the Crusades, we survived the Black Plague, we survived fucking World Wars! We survived everything. And this is just nature's way of thinning us out, you know, leaving the best to survive and build a better world. And you know, that's what's gonna happen. The Koreans won't survive. They will not build a better world.
No.
they already got a problem. North Korea already got a problem. The guy who just got elected in South Korea does not like you.
Mm-hmm.
They might just ask China to absorb them.
Ah!
Whoa.
Now, the only thing the Koreans have on their side is the use of cyber warfare.
Oh, yeah.
That
They're
and Busan.
really good at that. No, both of them, North Korea and South Korea, are really good at cyber warfare. God damn it, why do I know so much
we need the most legendary soldier ever, Captain Alex.
No, we need the chief.
Actually, you
We
know
need
what's sad?
The Master Chief.
I can actually see the United States doing something of that fuckery.
No, the thing, you know who we need to fall out? The fucking Duke.
No, I meant of creating a Spartan program.
We were trying to create a space Marines. Let's not forget about that.
Oh no! Damn it, man! That's one reason why I miss Trump, because he had the most funniest names for these projects. Speaking of projects,
at least he was gonna give us the 501st, unlike Biden.
Sure.
There's no way I'm gonna fucking get to this stage unscathed. Shit's pissing me off already.
What game you're playing?
Halo 1.
I'm playing Dead Island.
But it's like, back then, these developers didn't fucking take enemy capacity into a fucking account.
unlimited
What's like-
respawn.
No, they throw the fucking... No, the enemy's just like, out of nowhere. You have an arsenal. You have a limited arsenal, but the enemies have an unlimited arsenal. That don't make no fucking sense. They're a ground trooper just like me. So how the fuck do they have unlimited plasma bombs, but I'm only allowed 4?
Because enemy AI, they have the advantage.
Hey,
So, how long do you think it will be before people wake up and realize that we got 2 problems, everyone?
We're in debt.
Not just in debt with the shortages and everything. It's not just gas prices going up.
How the fuck are you still alive?
But here's another thing, another catch-22 we've got to all about. If I'm just going to throw Russia
Are you
again.
fucking kidding?
Poland.
Oh my fucking god.
If
The thing
anything
is,
happens with Poland, you know we are basically... You can't pull an Afghanistan, Biden. You better not.
Oh man, with Poland, that's going to be a difficult one because half the time most Polish people think brown cows give chocolate milk.
No. If Russia does go for Poland, we literally are obliged to help due to some older treaties.
Yeah, that is.
So basically, Putin says don't get involved, but then you're gonna put them in a position to get involved. So basically, you're looking for the fucking fight, and you're looking for the excuse to fire your weapons. So basically, you're being a little bitch.
No, John, you don't get it. The
a
treaties
lot of-
are to be
a lot of
applied
people-
because they were made during World War II.
Yeah.
And if we don't oblige them, we will basically be worse than Putin in the eyes of the entire world.
Little off subject. Did you guys see the video on Nintendoville I uploaded?
Yes,
Yeah, I did.
I
What do you
did.
thought of it?
It was good,
Lord
but
conundrum.
Lord, I don't want to talk about that crap right now. We've
Lord
got enough
conundrum.
people to worry about.
Oh, the fact of oh yeah, that was a picture of me in my scarecrow costume actually.
No, I'm just
Beginning,
referring to.
expose
I don't want to think about what that guy right now because we already got enough to deal with all these other people idiots returning.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be. I swear, this will be. World War III begins. The YouTube World War will begin.
Oh yeah.
My YouTube war is imminent. I was there, Keo. I was there 5 years ago.
I know, I saw some of the older footage, the records.
War hasn't changed.
So, yeah, if we don't follow the treaties, yeah, we got the Grey Warden situation, damn it. We're obliged. Oh shit, I just realized something. All the freaking, Polish have to do is dress up like the Bread Brothers and go, "You are obliged to help us. The treaty demands so."
But like this. But father, no enemy.
They're gonna look at Biden and go, "You are obliged to help us by the treaty."
Biden's gonna be like, I don't remember signing a treaty, and then he'll be like this. He'll like, yes, everybody, I was there when they signed the treaties and pulled like motherfucker. But please, your brain, Biden, your brain is deteriorating. Go home. Just go home. But my friend Rocket Man, go home. You don't even know who you're taking Trump's line.
Oh God, he did that during his speech, his State of the Union speech. He
What?
ripped. It was a diet manga. His State of the Union speech. Biden's.
Oh God.
All we gotta do is appease Putin is let him execute Fauci, where everybody will be hunky-dory.
Well, that Fauci's. How do I put this? Fauci's getting a little screwed over right now, thanks to a couple senators who finally grew a spine.
Yeah, the thing is, Rand Paul was the guy I love.
I think Fauci's also considered like people are demanding, oh yeah, he should be put in prison, and I'm like, yeah, good luck, he's white.
Actually, war crimes.
That too.
Animal
He's white.
cruelty. Animal cruelty.
I mean, Fauci has his own, monkey torture island. You think I'm joking, people?
No, it's not monkey torture. It was puppy torture.
Or puppy torture island.
That's not a doctor. That's a fucking serial killer. I hate to say it.
Yeah, seriously.
I bet Fauci back in the 80s wore a white William Shatner mask and overalls.
Damn it. I'm not gonna say more because I researched the damn idiot.
I think John gets that one.
Oh yeah, I do.
I'm just gonna sit here at this bus stop for a second and wait. 24 hours before Shaneville comes more.
Shaneville? Did you name it after Shane Dawson, you monster?
No, I'm just saying, my guy's just gonna sit there for 24 hours. I didn't name anything. But yeah, Quantum TV.
You fucked up.
The fact that his Twitter, when they brought his Twitter up,
He nuked it.
yeah, all the stuff he said
And
about
he
the
nuked his Facebook. I don't know if you knew about that. Yeah, I figured that out last night. Oh no, not last night. I learned that from Rich and fucking Fertango last night watching the live stream. Fucking.
Wait,
he
I
nukes
thought you
his
were
Twitter
having too many PTSD war flashbacks when Rags.
before Rags showed up. Before Rags showed up.
You came and all of a sudden see this GIF going, ah, like you throwing stuff around. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I hear Rags appeared, and I'm like, oh shit. That's all I know.
John's arch nemesis, Rags.
Conundrum, you have no idea. I researched it last night.
Oh, I know about Rags. He was on the Phantom Menace a lot.
No,
He still is.
no, the
No,
history
not-
between these two.
I know about the history because I watch John's videos.
Rags even sounds annoying.
And the thing is, he has protection because he's LGBTQ.
Oh yes,
He
He has
flexed
the
about
juice.
that.
he has the juicy fruit, the thing.
So yeah. We have... Honestly, I hope Biden gets impeached before the treaties are inactive. Although you could just send Kamala Harris just to meet Putin. And then Putin will just keel over from natural causes.
Oh yeah.
She'd be like, and he'll have a smile on his face like the Joker laughing gas.
There was a cross-dresser in my Twitch chat. He's gone now. Conundrum already knows where I'm going with that.
I know where you're
yeah.
going with that too.
Damn. What? Silent was in your chat again?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you saw that picture.
No, he was in his dress.
Oh my god.
He's pulling a pro Jared.
Lord help us.
But at least Pro Jared looked kind of attractive.
Well, the thing about you know what's funny? Give this to Pro Jared. He wasn't sending his dick to people that weren't asking.
Oh yeah. Did you hear the thing about the streaming awards?
Oh
Wait,
God.
those are a thing?
Yeah, they're a thing. That nobody, if nobody watches it, we're bigots. So then nobody's gonna watch it.
Then that just makes us bigots by default.
Default.
Yeah.
That's why I can't take their arguments seriously.
The funniest thing is, they had while you're waiting, you could color.
Oh God.
Oh man, if I'm just gonna say this: if John Wayne was fucking alive today, he would look at this world and be ashamed.
And where the fuck is Chuck Norris in all this? He could easily just go. All we have to do is just send Chuck Norris, and Russia would surrender.
It would be the same when they finally thaw out Walt Disney. This is Walt Disney. Glad to have you back, Mr. Disney.
And Conundrum, you know that in my state of Florida, okay.
Are the Jews dead? No, sir, they're not. Put me back in.
Oh, I remember that. What? Tell me this. You know the bill that they're passing here in Florida from my Governor DeSantis? Because he's getting tired of the school system and theme parks, all that, trying to educate kids or promote LGBT content for kids. So he's gonna put a bill that Disney, school systems, jobs, everywhere has to force that out, or they'll have to constantly pay fines.
Oh.
There's also
I
the
don't
one
find
where,
that-
for the schools, where it was basically going to be parents' consent about,
Yeah, you would need the parents' consent to do it, and the parent says, no, you can't teach it. And if you teach it anyway, you're basically gonna fuck the school system.
Oh, yeah.
Also, here's another thing people don't realize is, yeah, that might sound like that, but that means parents will be more involved in what their kids are being taught.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, parents didn't know what they were being taught until the whole lockdown shit happened, and then they're like, you're teaching my kid what? Ah! You teddy bear! That just killed me, called Xiong Yong Yung.
Hey, Boo Boo, my boy, you need a pick in
What's
this basket.
what's that movie where Kim Jong Un is portrayed as a talking puppet?
I don't know,
Team
wasn't that
America,
Pineapple
World
Express?
Police.
It
Which
was
one?
banned.
Team America, World Police.
Team America World Police.
I thought we
Okay,
were talking
I had to remember because I seen a clip and I'm like, where did I see this from before? And it shows him coming out saying, "Hello."
I know.
And then it has a song where it goes, "A ching mong ing ming ming bong bing."
Oh shit! I just realized something.
All right, I got one for you, Conundrum. The Last Dragon.
No, Conundrum.
Oh, the great.
Oh, wait, go
Show
ahead.
enough!
The Great Show Enough.
Conundrum. How close would you say we're close to building the war economy with shortages and shit?
Yeah, we're about to have the fucking Metal Gear War. We're already almost there.
Yeah, the only thing we need is nano machines, son.
No, but just the economy. That in general, just because. Oh, that's actually could happen.
Yeah,
If
it
things
could.
start going way more south, we'll start trading with. To the point where gasoline will be like diamonds.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about. My favorite type of situation, and good thing I watch a lot of Mel Gibson movies for this one, Mad Max.
Oh yes,
Yes.
which is my favorite post-apocalyptic series.
Yeah, but the thing is, I could see Canada being ruled by a certain Canadian looking like Mortis Joe.
Keep straight face. Damn it, Conundrum, you made me walk into radiated water. Oh, that's so bad, but that's so bad, it's funny.
You know it'd be true.
Wait, isn't this where the flood appears?
Well, there's that bear. Doggy. It's the stunted young guy, is what the bear's called. Wow.
Yeah.
Ah! Young guy, leave me alone! Oh, I got killed again. Oh. Would you say we've talked nearly about everything Russian?
We
related?
covered Jenkins. We covered
Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
No, Kyo. No Ghost of Tsushima for you.
Oh, come on, Ghost of Tsushima.
I know
mean,
you've been Leroyed.
Gabe's worse than I am.
Yeah.
It's funny now that this whole world. I'm still surprised that half these liberals aren't going into their proverbial safe spaces at this point.
Some of them would be Democrats.
God, the way I say it, I sound like Rush Limbaugh. Those damn liberals.
I'm amazed at how many people are blue-pilled.
I don't believe in the pills.
No, I meant just are ignorant. But then again, ignorance is bliss. It's okay to want your $20 gas and not do research on how it happens.
$20 gas, more food that has more artificial chemicals in it than your average Twinkie.
Oh my god.
That's the other thing. I'm surprised you didn't put the Twinkie in there, Keo.
Hey, I only grabbed
the
what was
Twinkie
available
would
at the time.
survive anything.
Yeah, we found that out in the movie Zombieland. When that's what all the one kid wanted, and when he found it, it got blown up. What? Well, this has been highly educational. Anybody got any closing thoughts before I leave this blighted hellscape?
Blighted.
Well, I'm in Fallout. That's where we've been this whole time.
Best type of meal ever. Remember, MREs, look them up. They come with your essentials. Food, water, toilet paper.
Ready safe meals.
Yeah, that's
God, I sound like Bert Gummer.
No, we
Bert
need to prepare.
Gummer trying to do a Tim Pool commercial.
Okay, yeah, because I get sponsored by my own version of Ready Safe Meals, unfortunately. I don't get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I haven't sold my soul yet.
No, he gets sponsored by the Silent Cat Girl Experience.
Ah! Keep him away. Keep that away. Unless I can program it to replace Biden, then.
Every time you donate, Silent will show you his OnlyFans where he dresses up in the nicest outfits for you. Especially his version of Mistress Chief.
Especially with the green hair.
He looks like the Joker's pubic hair.
No, he wants to be a Adachi. Akachi. I can't think of his name from Persona.
The thing is, if he dyes his hair blue, he should dye it blue.
He did.
Weird at school.
He wore a blue wig.
No, actual blue, light blue, and wear a dress. He'd be perfect for Sailor Mercury.
Son of a bitch! I hadn't thought of that joke yet. Damn it! How are you coming up with all the joke? Okay. Should we promote the use of spam? That people need to buy spam canned food while it's still cheap.
Remember, everybody, when the conundrum's here, remember this: I am Keo. If Keo had talent and humor.
I don't know about that, but you're just more someone that has more knowledge when it comes to what's going on. Could probably prepare them better than I am. Knowing my safe and ready meals will get them killed in a day. Yours will keep them alive for 2 years.
Yeah.
Ah!
Not 2 years, a decade.
Intergalactic space herpes.
John, any closing words for?
Also, there's another thing. Go to your local museum. They'll usually have this thing there. It's a treat. Freeze-dried ice cream, the stuff that the astronauts eat.
Oh wait, I forgot to ask you before I leave, so that everyone knows for their own safety emergency supply line. What is a good substitute for toilet paper?
Leaves.
Not leaf. That besides leaves and cloth.
Construction paper.
Construction paper. Jesus Christ! You want? No, water.
Conundrum fucking froze in a heartbeat like...
Water.
I know water. I trust you, I know.
Water will be scarce. Water will be scarce when the apocalypse happens. Some people don't know. What did they use as a replacement for toilet paper?
Simple.
Oh,
The three
rabbit fur.
No, the seashells.
Oh my God! don't do this to me.
But then they'll be listening. Does that mean after the apocalypse, the only fast food joint around will be Taco Bell?
Keo, I have a joke for you. I need you to be if you understand this. A bear and a rabbit are both taking a shit in the woods. And the bear leans over to the rabbit and says, "Excuse me, sir. You don't have problem with shit sticking to your fur?" And the rabbit says, "No." So the bear wiped his ass with the rabbit.
Okay,
The other thing you can use, and it's the trucker's way, your own underwear or a sock.
Okay, everyone. That is everybody's parting voice for essential uses of alternate toilet paper, and go buy Spam while it's still available. I don't know why everyone hates it. It's useful to make anything with.
Seriously, it goes with anything.
And toward the people who are stupid, Spam is not the stuff you get on your computer either.
No.
What's funny is right when I said
See
Spam
ya.
was made of